You've seen the videos, the planche, the front lever, the gravity-defying muscle-ups. It looks cool, it looks free, and it looks like the ultimate display of body control. So you want to start calisthenics, but here is the brutal truth that those highlight reels don't show you. Calisthenics has one of the highest quit rates in fitness. Why? Because it is humbling. If you go into this thinking you are going to be flying on the bar in 2 weeks, you are going to get injured, or you are going to quit. I'm making this video to save you 6 months of wasted time and tendinitis. Before you do your first rep, here are the 5 things you need to know. Mistake number 1, skipping the boring stuff. Everyone wants to learn skills, but nobody wants to master the basics. Here is the rule. If you cannot do 15 perfect push-ups, 10 clean dips, and 5 strict pull-ups, you have no business trying to learn a muscle up yet. Think of your body like a house. The flashy skills, the handstands and levers, that's the roof. But the basics, push-ups, pull-ups, squats, and dips, that is your concrete foundation. If you try to put a heavy roof on a weak foundation, the house collapses. In this case, the collapse is your shoulder snapping. Spend your first 8 weeks purely on the fundamentals. Master your own body weight before you try to manipulate gravity. Point number 2 is the hardest for gym goers to accept in the gym. If the weight is too heavy, you take a plate off. In calisthenics, you can't take off a limb. You have to change the leverage. This is called regression, and it hurts the ego. If you can't do a pull-up, you don't just kip and flail around like a dying fish. You use a resistance band, or you do Australian rows. Using an easier variation isn't weakness. It is the only way to build the necessary connective tissue strength. Nobody cares if you're doing knee push-ups at the park. They care if you're doing terrible form regular push-ups. Perfect form on an easier exercise beats garbage form on a hard exercise every single time. If there is one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's this. Your muscles grow faster than your tendons. Your chest might be strong enough to do a dip, but your sternum and your elbows might not be ready for that load. Calisthenics puts an immense amount of pressure on your wrists and shoulders. If you skip the warm-up, you will get tendinitis, and tendinitis doesn't go away in a week. It takes months. Dedicate the first 10 minutes of every session to mobility. Wrist rocks, shoulder dislocates, scapular shrugs. If you don't have time to warm up, you don't have time to work out. Let's talk about physics. Calisthenics is all about your power to weight ratio. Put simply, the heavier you are, the harder this is going to be. If you are carrying 20 pounds of extra body fat, doing a pull-up is like doing a pull-up with a 20-pound weighted vest. If your goal is strictly calisthenics skills, nutrition becomes twice as important. You don't need to be shredded, but being lighter makes gravity much easier to fight. Don't get discouraged if progress is slow while you're leaning out. You are literally fighting physics. Calisthenics is the most rewarding style of training I have ever done. There is no feeling like controlling your body in space, but it is a marathon, not a sprint. You will suck at the beginning, you will shake, you will feel heavy, but if you stick to the basics, leave your ego at the door and protect your joints, you will build a physique and a skill set that 99% of the population doesn't have. If you're ready to start, I've linked a complete beginner routine in the description below. If this video helped you, hit that like button and comment "I'm in" down below so I know who is serious. I'll see you on the bars.